is a little hip hop. This is the series relevant after years, and I'm changing the vibe to hip hop. Excuse me, I'm changing the vibe to hip hop. A little rap for you. Relevant after years, and I like to present a song that was or still relevant after 31 years, and that's F the Police by NWA. Yeah, F the Police, a strong song and a controversial song. This is one that changed the game. A lot of rap from NWA later on was a lot of misogynist stuff, especially on the second album, but the first album was on point. It had a lot of profanity and a lot of profanity and violent words, but Q's writing was on point with F the Police. Seeing what was going on back then, I couldn't understand a lot of that, but it was police harassment everywhere. But I couldn't understand that because I was a teenager and police brutality was being done, all over the country, and especially in places like Chicago and LA and New York. But we looked at it, with the drug game going on. People would get harassed at any time by the police, and he just hit a chord with his writings, at the time. Starting off with Dre as the judge, and once he said what he said, it was amazing. So we're first is going to get to the song and the release date and the title. F the Police was released August 9th, 1988 from the Straight Outta Compton album. Yeah, and it's a song right after Straight Outta Compton, and this was just hardcore, and it just seemed like Q was angry on this one. But the song clocked in at 5 minutes and 43 seconds. They was going on. This was more of the spirit of what Public Enemy and BDP was doing at the time, and it's like a protest song. That's why it has so much relativity now, because of the impact that it had back in the day. Because this song was ahead of time, because around 2015 when the movie came out, God, it was so relevant because everything was happening with the police brutality, and man, Q was just on point. Dr. Dre beats was probably the best beats at this time in rap, and as a beat maker, I think he's still the best, far as in hip hop. A lot of people hadn't caught up. Timbaland, he's a great beat maker, great producer, but I think Dre, for as hip hop, he's the greatest for as producer. But in this moment of time, this was a super group, and they had their time, and this spoke in volumes. Q say at the beginning, F the Police coming straight from the underground. They got a good I'm not gonna go any further, but you know what's the next. black police showing out for the white cop. And that's how it was, black police showing out for the white cop. It just speaks in volumes. I'm sorry. And there's going to be a bloodbath of cops dying in LA. Yo, Dre, I got something to say. Help the police. And Easy just had a great voice. Easy wasn't the best lyricist. He can spit, but as far as being an artist, a lyricist, and a writer, he wasn't the best. That's why they're a super group, because you had Ice Cube being one of the greatest lyricists at that time and still up there, and you had Ren being a great lyricist, and Dre one of the great producers, and Yellow being a great DJ, along with Easy as a showman, and plus he had the voice. So this song really was relevant, and it compelled the album to 5 million in sales. Triple platinum, quadruple platinum, as you call it, but 5 million in sales. And the FBI protested. They investigated it. It's not the first time the FBI investigated a song. They did it way back with the song Louie Louie. That Fruit J. Edgar Hoover was investigating that song, trying to see the lyric. Now, it's a lot of crazy lyrics, satanic lyrics, a lot of things that in music, yes. But they was really trying to find something to pin, this song. They was really trying to find criminal intent, but all they did was boost sales. This was the best publicity that this song could have, and this group, and it worked. It really propelled it. The FBI letter. You had people like Moses, Charleston Heston, talking about it, killing cops, because he's a totem NRA, leader or spokesman, and he was talking about it. You had so many people talking about it, and 88 through 89 was so much controversy with rap, and I get to that later with the Luke situation with their album. But F the Police, hit a chord. It just really opened the doors for the freedom of speech and rap and what you can say. But right now it's so relevant because people see how policemen are being betrayed, because there's a lot of dirty cops out there and a lot of killer cops that have done wrong, and we see the relevancy that F the Police had. And I give ups to Ice Cube because he wrote some dope lyrics. You gotta give him props. So this is Rio 855 Retro Vibes. We're signing off, and I want to say the words of peace. God bless. And this is relevant after 31 years. F the Police. Peace.